All right. Can I have everybody's attention, please? Welcome. Welcome to the grand opening of Denver Community Media and the ribbon cutting of the Community Media Center. Thank you so much for coming and joining us today. I'm Corrine Williams. I project manage the build out of the Community Media Center, and I'm also an administrator for the Denver Community Media Work Program. I'm so proud to be standing in front of all of you today, celebrating this, remarkable result of our grand adventure and years of hard work. So. Hopefully you're all able to check in at the studio or at the booth over here with our lovely Marie and grab a badge and a baggie of goodies, and hopefully you were able to go and enjoy some lunch catered by Mad Greens. So if you hadn't had the opportunity to do that yet, please do so and enjoy. So we're going to be live streaming today's event to Denver's cablecast channels, 56, 57, and 81, as well as online via our website, denvercommunitymedia.org, and our DCM on the cloud, video on demand portal, and our Roku app. So it's a very exciting time. So in a moment, I'm going to introduce the director of the DCM program, who'll start off the speeches. But before I do, I'm going to ask that you please grab yourself a beverage so that we can all toast the formal ribbon cutting here in a moment. After the speeches, we invite you to line up at the front door, at these double doors, for tours of the space. And, since safety is our top priority in a time of COVID, we ask that you please, wear masks at all times when not eating or drinking. And we're going to keep the tours to about 6 to 8 people. So we're going to kick them off probably every couple minutes. And you'll have a tour guide walk you through our reception area, our, collaborative spaces, our edit bays, our master control, our classroom, our studio. So, and then eventually, when you end up in the studio, you can become a part of our live production. So we can't wait to show it all off to you. So thank you again for wearing your mask, and thank you again for being here. So now I'm honored to introduce the person behind the idea, the woman who first held the vision of Denver Community Media, a modern model of public and educational access that focuses on accessible training and development and a voice for the underrepresented members of our community. The strategist and the leader for this huge undertaking, my friend and my mentor for the past 6 years, the Director of Programming and Administration for Marketing Services, Julie Martinez.
Welcome everyone. Thank you, Corrine. I appreciate that introduction. My director title should be Director of, working with the fantastic people and great partners. That's what my title should be, because I'm so lucky to work. Thank you, David.
You want to see your face?
I'm so lucky to work with such fantastic people. So what a great turnout. Thank you guys for taking time out of your day and your hectic schedule to come and join us and celebrate the opening of Denver Community Media. So we are excited and relieved to be here with all of you today. It marks a tremendous accomplishment shared by many people, which makes it that much more gratifying. We are excited and relieved to be here today with all of you. And over 3 years ago, public education and government access were siloed and provided services independently. Celebrating the all-access opening of Denver Community Media today, we recognize becoming a unified, collaborative force. So that's awesome, that we can say that. Furthermore, over the last couple of years, we established media and digital access connectedness. So we have formed a new network in Denver, working with our esteemed partners, Amanda Mountain, CEO of Rocky Mountain Public Media, and several incredible people from Emily Griffith Technology College, like their CEO, Randy Johnson. So many people put in a great deal of work to make Denver Community Media, which we now fondly call DCM, a reality. The DCM team, John Carroll, Drew Wagner, Marie Trujillo, and Jim Harold show up in many ways every day to serve our community and support one another. DCM, however, wouldn't be what it is today without the tireless effort of Corrine Williams, Alberto Garcia, Alan Delollis, and David Achilles. Would you please help me and give them all a round of applause? Thank you. Thank you all so much. As we look toward the future, there is a great enthusiasm for developing our partnerships and many ideas to join other nonprofit organizations and neighbors. Together, we have established a partner trust that sets up to contribute to the positive change our communities work to cultivate every day. So we specifically designed today's event to give you all VIP access to the exciting and valuable services DCM provides. So I won't ruin the surprise anymore. I won't say any more about DCM, but I am a lucky lady because I have the honor of introducing Amanda Mountain, the CEO and visionary of Rocky Mountain Public Media and the Buell Media Center. So Amanda, will you come up here, bring those bright eyes up here and say a few remarks? Thank you all.
It's such an honor to work with Julie and the entire DCM team. You know, I don't remember who said it, but this storied quote about history being written by the victors of war. You know, when I think about Denver Community Media, I feel excited and inspired by the fact that that does not have to be true. You know, history can be written by each of you and all of our neighbors together, sharing our stories, reminding ourselves that we're connected and a part of something bigger, and that we can write history in a way that is more relevant and reflective of the lives of those who live in Denver and Colorado, and we can inspire others to do the same. So the work that is happening through Denver Community Media and hopefully at a larger scale through the Buell Public Media Center is so important now more than ever, really, as we're all looking for ways to come together and to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. So thank you for allowing us to be a part of it. Thank you for contributing to this shared vision, because it's really only as good as your contribution. So thank you so much. Enjoy the tour.
Thank you, Amanda, for those comments. My name is David Achilles. I'm the Access Coordinator for Denver Community Media. And before we go, I got my one fan. Thank you very much. All right, down in front. Woo! All right, I got some cookies for you. And all right, let's talk. Okay, so before we go any further, I want to call out a little kudos to those that are helping us today with music. Part of our goal at Denver Community Media is to forge partnerships with those in the community. And with us today is Youth on Record. And we have yes, give it up for Youth on Record. Our relationship is in its infancy. We're just starting to talk to them about programming and collaboration. But part of that engagement in our relationship is to invite them here today so we get to know them better and they get to come and play for you. So I want to call out DJ Stevie Selby right over here. Thank you, Stevie. Singer-songwriter Edwina Mabin and Ashley Brown. Thank you. And Edwina will be performing a set a little bit later between 1 and 1:30. So as we start to rotate through the tours, Youth on Record will be providing some entertainment, some music here in the courtyard for you to continue to enjoy. So another partnership that is very crucial in this, the opening of the new facility here, is our partnership with Emily Griffith Technical College. And yes, very excited about that. Very a foundational partner in the program and the work plan and what's happening here in the facility. And so I don't want to steal his thunder. I want to invite Randy Johnson to come up from Emily Griffith and offer a few comments. Please welcome Randy.
And I know there's always nerves when you see somebody with written notes. My comments are brief, but they're sincere, so thank you very much for this opportunity. First of all, I would just like to start by extending congratulations on the DCM's opening and the city's work in building a space for Emily Griffith Technical College, as well as the community at large. So what a great day this is for the citizens of Denver, for the students of Emily Griffith Technical College, and for the edification of all those who benefit from the varied media that generates from this place and that will generate from this place. As the collective media, as we know at Emily Griffith Technical College, seems to grow and evolve at an ever-increasing pace with new mediums arising with new technology, the constant is that we communicate and that we provide the tools and the access and expand the ability of our community to communicate effectively and freely. For Emily Griffith Technical College, we anchor our multimedia and video production program here. The benefits of co-locating in this beautiful facility were overwhelming for us. It was about providing our students with access to cutting-edge technology and the synergy of being in proximity to established Denver media giants that are housed here. Our students are the direct beneficiaries of this partnership and this location. And a word that I would say, and it was a word that actually came from an individual I'll introduce here in just a little bit, it's elevating. When our students are inside a facility like this, when they're around professionals like this, when they feel the energy that comes from a place like this, it's elevating. So this is a service for all of our students and all of our students that will be. And I also have to mention, as far as Amanda here, so in the celebrations, this is actually our 105th year as Emily Griffith Technical College. We're celebrating that this month, the 105 years. And yes, we're very proud of that. But here's the thing that I had to mention, because there's a natural closing of the loop taking place. So when it comes to Rocky Mountain PBS, KRMA, as it was, they actually began their journey with us, Emily Griffith, back in 1956 at our old location. And what a beautiful journey that became for them as what they're doing in the whole state of Colorado. But actually began with us as educational television for Denver Public Schools, of which we're a part of Denver Public Schools. So I just say that because I couldn't resist saying is that this feels really good. This is family. And it's good to be back in the same proximity, in the same place. Now, I also want to make special recognition on behalf of Emily Griffith. I want to recognize two incredibly important individuals. These are the individuals that poured their hearts and souls into making this partnership and move into this building work for us. First, Sarah Holzberlein. She's the Dean of our College of Creative Arts and Design. Sarah. Sarah has been engaged in this project since the first day it was presented to Emily Griffith as an idea. Sarah's vision, her constant advocacy, and tireless work has made our part of the co-location successful. Sarah was and is always able to see what's next. And all of you, as the years go by, will also see those very same things in Sarah and her work here. Next, I also want to recognize Heidi Eversley. Heidi. Heidi is our instructor of multimedia and video production. It's Heidi's expertise and insights, her direct connection to our students that made this a smooth and empowering transition for students and our larger Emily Griffith community. So thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you to the City and County of Denver and Denver Community Media. We are honored to be a part of this with you.
Thank you, Randy. I appreciate that comment you made about closing the loop, how things have come full circle again. That's a great context to our history, and thank you for sharing that, and thank you for the Emily Griffith staff that have worked so hard on this project as well. So we have one other individual who we want to recognize today, someone that was in this concept from the ground up, from the very get-go, casting vision and lending maturity and wisdom and insight and context, and that would be Alan Delollis. And will you welcome Alan Delollis? We'd love to have you give a few comments, Alan.
Thank you so much, David. I don't know about the wisdom part. The maturity, well, you can't avoid that. So it's better than the alternative, as they say. So thanks, David, for this opportunity to say a few brief comments. And I can't think of a more talented and skilled leader for this center. I really mean that. And I do promise that these comments will be brief. First, congratulations to all those who brought this place and these partnerships together. There is exciting promise in this venture, and each of you should be recognized for making it a reality. Where's my friend Corrine? There she is. In particular, a leader of the charge. And congratulations to the community who will have the opportunity to make use of all the expertise and the technical qualities that this center will provide. We all know that modern audiences are increasingly savvy, and they have high viewing standards. And Denver and Colorado residents have rich stories to tell, as Amanda pointed out and shared brilliantly with us. And this place can be a leader in helping those stories be told well and meet those audience expectations. And that's an important part of success in communication, is meeting the audience expectations as far as what you're communicating. And finally, I want to thank the City of Denver for supporting this vital project from the start. When Julie and I would have conversations early on, when she would share what was going on with us, it was very transformative, and we first started brainstorming out of how to help shape this access center. Our ideas got strong support and a positive reception from the city that did not waver during the very challenging agreements that had to follow to make this a reality. Denver should be proud today of what has been accomplished in the name of its residents. I've always believed that media access strengthens democracy. My first full-time job in media came as an assistant administrator for access with the then Mile High Cable partners who got the original cable franchise in Denver. Well, we all know that a lot has changed, and the media landscape is completely different than it was in the mid-'80s. But the reality is that it's opened up wider than ever before. And so this facility has great potential to play an important role in how Denver and Colorado residents become part of that picture. Thank you.
Thank you, Alan, for those comments. And I just have a few comments to add, and then we will do our ribbon cutting ceremony and open the center officially and formally. For the past 18 months at least, there's that thing that we won't say, the word we won't say, that has kept us on a very reduced opening, and we've had a very slow roll to get things going, and now this is a big and important kickoff today into fully opening at a grand sense, but also opening completely to the public so that the community can come in and enjoy the facility. A little bit about what we've been doing during our ramp up, our soft opening. We've had some very exciting productions, some live telethons. We've done some things with Juneteenth, and people and members are starting to come in and use the podcast room and the studio and the facility, and we're very excited about that. This is the community's media center, and it's open for everyone. Access is for everyone, and we welcome you all. We've created a center that is high-tech and forward-looking. While we have our legacy cable channels where we can deliver content to the community, We've built this facility to be forward-looking, so we're investing in technologies around social channels, around smart TV apps like Roku TV, and also video on-demand services, and to be cutting edge and high-tech for the community, and to be accessible for everyone. So as we invite Julie and Corrine to come back and we get ready with the ribbon cutting, we welcome you after the ribbon has been cut to come and take a tour. This whole event has been live streamed. We're live right now on our Facebook page and also on our cable channels. And while you go through the tour, you will be participating in an active production. And so we're very excited to, as much as you're willing, pull you into it and let you be a part of it. And so please line up and be ready to take tours in small groups.
I just want to invite Randy, Sarah, and Heidi up if you want to come up too. And Alan, if you would come up.